Hello, everyone. News Channel 3, Chief Meteorologist Keith Thompson here with a Facebook Live update on this Monday evening. I hope everybody's having a great evening. A pretty nice day out there, that's for sure, and a sign that we are definitely sort of turning the corner here when it comes to making this transition into more spring-like weather. Now, you're not going to believe that's the case once we get to tomorrow's weather, that's for sure. Let me get this thing set up here, and then I'll be ready to go. Just take one more button here. And then we'll be off and running. There we go. All right, good. Good to go. All right. You see what we have on the agenda for today, tonight, whatever you want to say. Jesse, hello to you from the Berg. And Shannon, wasn't it a great day today? For sure. Beautiful day. But again, by the way, Facebook and YouTube Live, things are going to be a little bit different tomorrow. So I want you to set your standards for our weather a little bit lower tomorrow, a lot lower tomorrow. Today, 60s, I think we're going to end up in the neighborhood of 62-ish for a high, which actually is not far from average. You know, sneaking up there, that average high now I think is up to 59, I believe it is, with the average low at 37. So, you know, we've been sneakily adding a little bit more to that. Leanna, hello to you in Battle Creek. Martin, my night is good. I hope yours is too. Thank you for making me a part of it by being here. Jeanette, good evening to you in Coldwater. Beautiful day for sure with all that sunshine, birds chirping, really great weather. Jerry, always good to see you. And what a nice day it was. Well, tomorrow will not be quite as nice. Jesse, that's a great way to enjoy the day today. I hope you had a great time. Now, more Old Man Winter. That's right. We're going to hear more from Old Man Winter. He just does not want to let go. I think I might have mentioned that. You know, it's been a little while since I've been here. I had a few days off there, a couple of days anyway, and tagged that to a weekend. And what do you know? Before you know it, you got 4 days. So it's been a little while. I know the last time I was on Facebook Live, I believe it was last Wednesday, and talking about some chilly air that's on the way for this week. And sure enough, it's here. But I will say this. It does look like once we get past this cool spell here, which is going to linger for tomorrow and somewhat Wednesday, even though we'll see a lot of sunshine Wednesday being the 16th, right? Once we get past that to the 17th, we're really going to warm up. In fact, Friday is going to be very, very mild. Jennifer, hello to Corey, and hello to you in Hastings. Pat, hello in Dowagiac. Beautiful day there in Dowagiac. Beautiful, beautiful day and a beautiful place to be as well. I was down that way over the weekend, I think it was. Martha, good evening to you. Thanks very much. Chris, hello from the OC. Bring on the snow. Well, might have a little bit. It's back to the coats for tomorrow. Midweek sunshine and a warm and maybe stormy Friday. So let's get right to it. First of all, how about this? Look at this. It is 9:13. 9:13. We're looking out over Lake Michigan to the west, and we still see daylight. Oh, my goodness. The days are getting longer fast. I don't know about you, but I'm all right with that. And so there's the scene right now live in South Haven. Let me squeeze this back just a little bit, see if I hit the right one. I did. Chesterland, Ohio, hello to the Buckeyes, and hello to you, Robert. Always good to see you checking in. 72 there. Yeah, 44 with 30-mile-per-hour winds and a light wintry mix. Similar to what we're going to have here. We're going to have a visit from Old Man Winter. Here's how it shakes out for your bus stop forecast. Off to school with a little rain snow mix. I'm going to have that hour-by-hour breakdowns coming right up. Stick with me here. But it's going to be breezy and it's going to be chilly. We're talking about we're talking about a morning temperature, rather 37-ish at the bus stop. With wind chills likely in the 20s to around 30. And so you're going to take a double take at the calendar and say, wait a minute, this is the 15th of April? Come on, by tax day. Can't we be done with this? Well, the answer is at latitude 42-ish, which is where we are on the map. The answer is no. We can't. Not regularly anyway. Not regularly. Hello to you, Joanne and Kim in Sturgis. Richard, Springfield, represent. Thanks for being here. Ryan in Jackson, no more snow. There's severe weather in the forecast. Yeah, you're wearing shorts today. Get away with that. And wait till you get to Friday. Really going to be shorts and short sleeve and flip-flops weather on Friday. However, it's not going to stick around. And as we make a transition into another cool spell, which, by the way, not nearly as cold as what we're going to be diving into tomorrow, that transition, remember when we make those transitions, if we have other ingredients that are in place, then we have a chance for some strong storms. And that's what's going to be going on Friday. I got that coming up in just a little bit. Shipshewana on Friday could be a little bit rainy and stormy there. Jesse, something to keep in the back of your mind there. Elizabeth, can we be done with temps below 50 in Grand Junction? Hello to Grand Junction, heart of Van Buren County. Ooh, I wish I had some better news for you there, Elizabeth, but the answer is probably not. Probably not. Those winds were tough on the hairdo, right? It was a double hairspray day. Tina, hello to you in Bangor. Let's get right to the evening. All right, so they're off to school, 37, rain, snow mix. Heading home, we're dry, cloudy skies. That rain, snow mix, as I'll show you in the hour by hour coming up, it's not going to be lasting very long. It'll be gone by mid to late morning. Certainly by lunchtime, noon, it's gone. And it will stay gone, but it is going to stay breezy and chilly. I mean, a typical high tomorrow is 59-ish to 60, ballpark upper 50s to around 60. We're only going to make it to about 44, 45 degrees. I got to tell you, that might even be a little bit optimistic. We'll wait and see. I think late in the day, we're talking 5, 6 o'clock. When, by the way, of course, we still have the sun up in the sky a little bit now that sunset's not until getting close to 8:30, right? So we might be able to generate a little bit of heat with those clouds breaking up and bump up to, like, say, 46 or 48. That's possible. But by then, of course, everybody's getting settled back in the house. I think really sort of the way that it's going to feel during the day tomorrow, for the most part, it's just going to be really chilly through the day. Bangor here. Tina, hello. Carla, hello to you in West Portage. Mikey, always good to see you. Thank you so much. Thank you for checking in. I always do appreciate you. All right, let's move on. See what we got next up. How about those max wind gusts today? As mentioned, right? As mentioned, Joanne there, not a good hair day. Battle Creek at 41, Ionia at 41, Lansing at 41, even upper 30s in Kalamazoo, Marshall, Grand Rapids. So a windy day today. Winds will die down a little bit tonight. It's still going to be breezy tomorrow. We could still have some gusts tomorrow, I think. Close to 40. So it's going to be just about as breezy tomorrow. But here's the difference. You can already sort of see. Here's the difference. Our winds today were pretty much uniformly out of the west. Tomorrow they're going to be coming in out of the northwest. We have a cold front that's going to be approaching. And as it does, it's going to be triggering that rain-snow mix, right? As I'll show you in the hour by hour. And then coming in behind it, pretty stiff northwest wind is going to keep us chilly for the day tomorrow. And tomorrow night, it's going to bring a big chill to the atmosphere, too. We might even see some upper 20s tomorrow night. Let's get to that hour by hour. Let me show you how this is going to shake out. Ken, hello to you. In Kalamazoo, Isis, hello. Thanks for the thanks. Appreciate that very much. Jesse, hello to Mikey. Let's see. Dr. Coyote in the house. Represent Mendon. Hello, St. Joe County. Jen, haven't seen you in a little while. Checking in from Marshall. And hello to the folks there. In Marshall. Thanks, Jen, for checking in. Ryan, people mowing the lawn today. I got to do mine. Tina, hello to you in Jones. Represent. Thanks, Tina, for being here from Jones. Let's go with that hour by hour. We start off at 11 o'clock. Let's move the clock forward. Look at this. Big changes between 11 o'clock tonight and 7 a.m. So by 7 in the morning, probably really starting northwest to southeast. So looking at you, Chris, there in the OC, Muskegon, Ottawa County, Oceana County for sure. We'll see it first, like probably around 4 or 5 in the morning, start to see a little of that chilly rain that's going to be transitioning into a rain-snow mix. By 7 a.m., pretty much covering everybody. But I want you to note the temps, the air temps at the surface. Mid-30s, I-96 to really Big Rapids all the way down to I-94, south of I-94, upper 30s, low 40s, Dowagiac, Sturgis, Three Rivers, Coldwater, Constantine, White Pigeon, right? But the point is, overall, we're going to be below or above freezing. So I don't think this is going to be impactful. Could create some slushy spots, could create some visibility issues as it's coming down. But in large part, I don't expect this to be a huge deal for driving. Now up here, it might be a little bit of a different story. Again, if you're thinking mid-April, I thought we were done with this. I got to tell you, mid-April, we're not done with this. Not most of the time, or certainly many of the time, for sure. Let's see who else we got. Karen, hello to you. Thanks for checking in Vicksburg. Thank you. Good to see you too. Hello to you, William, in Kalamazoo. Mr. Grand Rapids is here, and you're right, Mr. GR. Some sloppy conditions, I think, for tomorrow morning for the commute. Hello to you, Dwayne, in Galesburg. Just lost power. Yeah, maybe some of those gusty winds, but I don't know. I don't think so. But, everybody blames everything on the weather, so maybe that's it. Hey, Dan, Chief Dan in the house. There will be law and order. At least this will help lower the fire danger. That rain that we've had lately, helping out, and you're right, Dan. Tomorrow morning, that should help out as well. So good to see it, I guess, in that respect. Right, Pam? Hello to you. Three Rivers. Joanne? Oh, thank you so much. It is. Look at that. It's almost, where is it? It's almost going away. I got to tell you, I didn't think that would happen, especially in the few days after they were done cutting on me up here. I was just like, this is, but yeah, thanks. Thanks, Joanne. You're right. I'm sort of, I guess the body and the skin is pretty miraculous there. Brooklyn, hello to you. Tina, represent the Irish Hills. Sarah in Parchment. Yeah, Chris, you're going to see some of that wet snow, I think, for sure. Carrie, hello to you. Thanks for checking in. All right, let's move from 7 a.m. where we got that rain snow mix. Remember I said it's not going to be around long. By the time we get to 9 or 10, it's going to be gone, and certainly by noon, look at that. It vanishes. Yeah, maybe a sprinkle, maybe a flurry, but substantially, this is not only out of here, but it's out of the east side of the state too. It's gone. It's just gone. It is going to be windy, and it is going to be cold. Today, this afternoon, late in the afternoon, we're looking at low 60s. Tomorrow at noontime, we're looking at low 40s, mid to upper 40s. See what I mean? About 5-ish maybe. We start to see a little clearing, and we pop up just a little bit. So, that 44 to 46 that I got for a high right now, I think I'm actually going with 47. It might be 48-ish, but, what's a couple of degrees amongst friends, right? Let's move from tomorrow late afternoon, and you'll see the skies clear tomorrow. Now, remember, tomorrow night, skies are clearing. We're going to have a northwest wind that will be, is it going to die down just a little bit? Tomorrow, the 15th, end of the 16th. Yeah, it's going to go light. It's going to go light. So by late tomorrow night, Tuesday night / Wednesday morning early, we're going to have a fairly light wind. They'll be diminishing. We're going to have clearing skies, and we're going to have an ample supply of cold air that's been moving in on that northwest wind. Hey, if you've been watching me long enough, those are the three ingredients for a really chilly night. And so that's what we're going to have tomorrow night into Wednesday morning. And so Wednesday morning, let's stop that clock at 7. Model here going with low 30s, mid 30s, right around freezing. But again, lots of sun. Wednesday's going to be gorgeous. Lots of sun, but it's going to start chilly. We'll see a high near 50. Yeah, so low temperature in the low 30s. Let's see, what do we got here? I think Tina, I think I already got you there in the Irish Hills, right? Sarah, hello in Parchment. Carrie, Dexter, Missouri. Salute from Missouri. Thank you for checking in. I appreciate that very much. And I hope things are going well there in Missouri. Mizzou. Chris, liking the blue over the OC. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Tracy in Caro. Yeah. Thanks for checking in. East side of the state. Burnell, hello to you. Alicia, hello. And Travis, good evening to you. Thanks for checking in. All right, let's go from 7 a.m. Wednesday. We're going to move to our temperatures here. Now, the cold air is starting to get closer. It's the lower peninsula pretty much is still fairly uniform. I mean, Traverse City at 51, but hop across the bridge and go west, young man, a little ways, and you've got Marquette at 34. There's the cold air. You got International Falls at 34. It's always cold in International Falls, right? So anyway, so that's the cold air that's going to be making its way here. And as it pushes into our area, that's when we'll have that rain-snow mix, northwest to southeast, starting about 4 or 5-ish, area-wide by about 7-ish, out of here by about 9, 10-ish, and then just cloudy for much of the rest of the day. 5 to 6, we might start to see some clearing. Clearing tomorrow night. Wednesday, we're set for super sunshine. And you'll see that reflected in the 7-day forecast right here. So 51 on Wednesday, still cooler than average, but we really start to warm up on Thursday. Let me tell you, Wednesday, Thursday are the two pick days. If you like to wear that jacket and hoodie or something like that, then you're going to like Wednesday, low 50s. If you prefer to get those short sleeves out, right, then you got mid 60s on Thursday. Friday, warmer, but likely some showers, maybe some big storms late in the day, Friday into Friday night. We're already on it. We're already talking about it here. Believe me, it's still a little far out to be, to have high confidence and clarity. Confidence, yes. Storm Prediction Center has us in an area of concern, we'll call it, for day 5. We'll see. Tomorrow, are we going to continue to be in this area of concern? Do the parameters that we're looking at change? Do they get worse? Does it get better? What's the timing like? Tomorrow, we'll deal with that. But Friday could be a stormy day, especially Friday afternoon and Friday night. Behind it, Saturday, Sunday looking good. By the way, for sunrise services on Easter morning on Sunday, not bad. Not bad for up here. I think it will be mostly clear, and we're looking for that low to be in the upper 30s. So not bad. Okay, chilly, but not bad otherwise. And then back to some showers in here on Monday. Brad, I don't know. I'll have to check with the news desk to see why Galesburg lost power. I don't know why that would be. Travis, hello to you. Ryan, first frost and freeze. When are they? Well, you mean the last one, right? I think you mean the last frost and freeze. Typically, it's around the second-ish week of May on average. So we're still a little ways away from that. I mean, I'm sorry, for the last frost. Okay. So we're still a little ways away from that. But I'm going to check. I'll check with the Weather Service on that and get the climatology on that. Let's see. Josh, hello to you. Joey, whoa, Tigers, 9-0 over the Brewers. The Tigers, I think, are for real, right? Last year's run, which was quite impressive, wasn't a fluke, right? And while we're at it, how about the Pistons? Last year, they only won 14 games. Last night, they clinched a spot in the playoff. They're the number 6 seed. It's quite a turnaround. Good for them. And good for those long-suffering Pistons fans. Boy, it's been a while, huh? Thanks, Mikey. I appreciate that. Myra, hello to you. I am doing well. Thank you so much. Hope you are too. Kim, hello. Mildred, when is it staying warm? Oh, if you want to be like staying warm confidently, I say at least Memorial Day on that one. It's going to be a little while. Too far out in advance on that one there, Jesse. We'll deal with that one as we get closer to it. Burnell, hello. Let's see. What else do we got here? August if we're lucky. You are right about that, Joanne. Linda, good evening. Let's see. Who else I got here? Pam, hello in Battle Creek. Thank you for the thanks. I appreciate that. Olivia, do I think it'll be an enhanced risk for Friday? Way too far out to sea. Way too far. The potential is there, but we're going to wait and see how they do that. Okay, Kathy, hello. I hope you have a good week as well. Rodney, yeah, June 4th, Karen. I'm liking that too. How about those Broncos, huh? National champions. That's crazy. And I got to tell you, hats off to Pat Ferschweiler and all those players for keeping it together. And I'm talking about mowing through everybody. This was not like the only nail biters, really. I mean, Minnesota State was a bit of a nail biter. But, of course, Denver gave them fits. But Denver is probably the second best team in the country, I think, anyway. And how about the NCHC, right? How about the NCHC, Western Hockey Conference? Domination. I believe it's 7 of the last 10 NCAA men's hockey champions have come from that conference. That's domination. All right. How about the Broncos? And how about the NCHC? Myra, we might just have to be patient. Janet, beautiful day today for sure. Did some yard work. Good job. Good job. Now you can come over and do mine. Chris, thanks for the thanks. Appreciate that very much. And Jennifer from Maple Lake. Oh, that's a beautiful place. That was an awesome game Saturday, and way to go, Broncos. way to represent the NCHC. Remember, I guess the MAC, but in hockey, they're in the NCHC, along with North Dakota and Denver and Colorado College and Omaha and Miami of Ohio. Who else is in there? St. Cloud State, right? And so it's a tough conference. In my opinion, that's the SEC. Well, it was the SEC of hockey. Maybe it's the Big Ten of hockey, right? But anyway, all right. Dwayne, got a little plug in there. You're right. Get that gear. And Lenora, good evening to you. All right, I got to skate on out of here. I got 9:30 on the clock, so I have a half hour, and I'll be live on the Arc West, Michigan. I'll be live at 11 on the Mothership News Channel 3. Don't forget, can't catch me tonight. I'm on Facebook, WWMT's Keith Thompson. Give me a like or a follow there. Also, Twitter, Instagram, Threads, and YouTube, the @ Weatherman Keith, @Weatherman Keith. Martha, good night to you. Thank you so much for being here. I don't know about that there, Jesse. All right, so Jeff Porter is going to be here bright and early in the morning. Laura, good to see you. I was wondering if you were going to check in. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. And Joanne, don't let the warm weather leave. Well, tomorrow morning, you're going to be disappointed. Look, it's just a coat. But, hey, here's the deal. Look, we got one, what I would call stinky day on there on the 7th day. Just one. So we're whittling them down. Wednesday is going to be a really nice day. Just cool, but lots of sun. Gotta love the sun. Love the sun on Thursday, too. And hopefully we can dodge big storms on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Looking pretty good. Come on, we got to get those hoodies out. We have to wear the light jackets. We got them in the closet. This is the time to wear it. It won't be long until it's going to be short sleeves all the time, right? Jennifer, thank you for that. I appreciate it. Pat, hope you have a good night as well. Suzanne, SPC looks scary. Well, we'll wait and see. I agree. SPC is looking like we could have some big storms. And we'll, like I said, we're chatting about it on our end here. Could be that we're loaded up for bear and ready to go with some severe storms on Friday. Hope not. We're still 4 days out, right? We're still 96 hours out. Remember what we say, consistency over time equals confidence. So we're going to keep an eye on it. Jeff Porter will have it in the morning. Sure, he'll have an update on it. I'll have an update on it tomorrow evening. Once we get in with that 72-hour, within that 72-hour window, we start having a little bit more confidence. And then in 48 hours, have even more confidence. I'm hoping that the timing might save us. Remember, typically, if these will slow up a little bit, and instead of coming in the late afternoon or early evening, as it currently looks on the timing, into maybe later at night or overnight, then, that might give us a little bit of a reprieve. There's so many things that still are unknown about Friday's event. But know this, just put the bug in your ear. We'll keep you up to speed on that we could have some big storms in here on Friday. Pam, thanks for that. Congrats on 36 years. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. That was last Thursday, which I happen to be off. But yeah, thank you so much. 36. That's crazy. Wow. So thank you very much for that. And Travis, thanks for the thanks. I appreciate it. Martha and Alicia, thank you so much. All right, everybody. I'll catch up with you again soon. Let's get some good rest. We made it past Monday. So now next up is Tuesday. Got to get through Tuesday. Man, the Tuesdays are so boring. So we can make it to hump day. And then, of course, we're always working for the weekend. So we'll get there. Thanks again. Get some good rest. Take it easy tomorrow on the roads. I don't think the roads are going to be in bad shape, but visibility could be an issue. There could be some slushy spots. Just be aware. You're probably going to need to use those wipers and use some patience. So please pack your patience, not only for everybody else, but give yourself some patience too. All right, everybody, good night, and thanks for being here. I'll catch up again with you tomorrow.